The multiplication principle for inequalities is similar to that for equations, but it must be modified when multiplying both sides by a negative number. Here we have the principle for inequalities with the operation of multiplication, and it states for any real numbers a and b, when c is positive, if you have a less than b, we can have an equivalent inequality by multiplying both sides by a positive c. And regardless of the direction of the inequality, it still holds true. So this looks like the multiplication property of equality. However, when we multiply both sides of an inequality by a negative number, we need to change the direction of the inequality sign to generate an equivalent expression. When c is negative, if we start with a less than b, we will end up with a times c greater than b times c. And likewise, if we start out with a greater than and multiplying this inequality by a negative quantity on both sides, we will change the direction of the inequality. The greater becomes a less than b times c. And to illustrate that, I have some examples here. If we multiply by a positive number, for example, if we let c equal 2, and I multiply both sides by 2 on this inequality, the equivalent inequality, which results in a 10 greater than negative 4, is still true. However, if we multiplied that same true inequality by, say, a negative 1, and we don't follow the rule, you can see where we run into a problem. Multiplying 5 by negative 1 and compare it to negative 1 times negative 2, and noting that we started out with something true, when we simplify, we end up with negative 5 is greater than, a negative times a negative is positive. And we should all recognize that never do we have a negative number greater than a positive number under any circumstance, and we result in a false statement. This is the reason then that to make it equivalent, whatever the direction of the inequality sign is, when multiplying by a negative number, we need to change the direction of the inequality. So to make this true, I would need one more step, which is change the direction of the inequality because of multiplying by the negative to give me an equivalent true expression.